Hey guys, so welcome to my unboxing of the Amazon Echo. So I got this after I had requested an invite on the Amazon India Amazon.in webpage, and as you can see, um, well, it is a nicely packed device and it is a little heavy. I haven't opened it yet. The first thing that I noticed it once it got delivered was the fact that the box was a bit heavy compared to what I was expecting. I guess it's to do with all the tech that's packed into this cylindrical assistant that I'm gonna unbox now. Neat little packaging though, as you could see. Just a quick set of commands that you can use mentioned over here, and that's specific to India. Play the latest Bollywood hits, what's the news, what's India's cricket score. Of course, you couldn't miss cricket with it being in India. Cricket and Bollywood, two things that define India, I guess. And of course, here you have all the skills that have been mentioned. Prime Music, TuneIn. Prime Music, I believe, is yet to be launched or soon to be launched on Amazon, so stay tuned for that. And obviously, TuneIn, ET, TED Talks, Philips Hue lighting, Go iBebo, and Speaking Tree. And oh, that's interesting. I'm not sure what that would be, but I'm hoping that is from the logo. I'm guessing that it's something to do with educational type of service. And you got NDTV and Saavn. Saavn is something that I use on a regular basis. I've become a convert to streaming music. I don't have much of music on my phone, so Saavn has been my go-to app now for listening to music, and it's great that it's has Saavn integration. So that's about it as far as the box goes, and a bit more detail about the feature set. 360-degree speakers. You have around 7 microphones, far field microphones, so you can always listen to this. You can always be heard by Alexa. Doesn't matter how far away you're from. I mean, it does matter how far you're away from, but at least it'll hear you from the next room. So I'm gonna open this up, and here it goes. Sorry guys, I'm doing this one-handed. So I was recording with my Nexus 6P, not sure what went wrong there. Anyways, we're resuming the unboxing here. Apologies for the lighting, as I mentioned. The first time that I'm doing an unboxing, and that's kind of new to me for YouTube. It's just thought, I'm one of the, I believe I would be one of the early adopters of Amazon Echo in India, and hence I thought I should put out a video for educating fellow Indians about how good or how useful can an Amazon Echo be. One of the things my fellow colleagues have been asking me on the about the device, and the Alexa itself is what use is of what use would this be in a home setting. I mean, they're like sold on the product, they're sold on Siri, and that it's on phone, but they aren't sure of why a smart speaker would make sense. That's gonna just sit in your home, and if you can't just show it off, like you do your iPhone. Of course, I was planning on taking this to the office and then showing them off the capabilities, but hey, I'm not a show off. For others to look at, and I'm pretty sure that I'm one of the few exclusive, probably among 1,000 users, or only the thousands who must have received it in India. So this is the device itself. I got the Amazon Echo. This is the second generation of Echo products that Amazon has announced, and if you look at this particular model, this has an introductory price of 7,000 I believe. Yes, it's 6,999. So it has an introductory price of 6,999, and you have the Amazon Echo Dot that's one step below this. So it is a smaller Echo, and the advantage with this would be the fact that you have a good audio output from this compared to the Amazon Echo Dot. Of course, you could connect the Echo Dot to your Bluetooth enabled speaker. If you have a high-end Bluetooth speaker, like let's say a JBL or Sonos, you obviously would get a better output. I'm not exactly sure if this could be connected to a speaker as well. It should be. I mean, if it's possible with the Echo Dot, it should be connected with. It should be possibly connected with this too. But that's something that I have to check. Just turning it into portrait mode so that you get a clear view of what you have here. Not all that different since it's a cylinder, but anyways, just gonna focus on the top section. Just gonna remove this wrapper here. Let me see if I can get this out. Okay. No, it's from the side. So before I unwrap it, you got 4 buttons up here. One is for volume up and volume down. One is to mute the phone. This is to I guess it's to wake up Alexa and have it listen to you, or it should be the power button. I should check that. I mean, that's the basics, but I'm sorry guys that I haven't done enough research on this. It's just that I've been reading reviews and everything, and just telling you guys what I've known from those reviews and reading reviews. So let me unwrap this bad boy up. Don't mind my nails. All right. So there you go. This is the Amazon. This is the backside where you get to connect the power, and you also have an aux out. If you look closely, of course, this color is the black. That's kind of the okay. So just to talk about the looks, Amazon's first generation device, which was kind of the first mover advantage in terms of the smart speaker market, that looked like that had more of an industrial design, whereas this has more of a decor look to it. So if you're gonna place it next to some vase on a table, or some of the other showcase items on your shelves, it's gonna blend in, and it's not gonna look odd. No one's gonna look at it and think, oh hey, that's a speaker sitting there. For the uninitiated, it'll look like a normal speaker, a normal home decor thing, unless they see the LED glow up. So this is it, and you have 2 different options to here in India. One is the white, and the other is, I believe, the kind of grayish silver type. I actually wanted to go with the gray one because I like the looks, but then this is a mistake from my end that I just was so excited once I got to know the news that I just placed the order just like that. Once I received the request for invitation and my invitation was approved, I was so excited that I even forgot to select the choices. But hey, whatever. I'm happy. I'm still happy with the look here. In person it looks really great. It looks short and it looks really good on the table too. So yeah, that's about it. As far as the device itself goes, let's see what's there in the box. Okay, you got a power cable here, and I'm not gonna unwrap that. I'll unwrap it soon probably. Let me just give me a few minutes here for me to set this up, and then I can get the video going. So show how the Alexa and the Amazon Echo functions. Let's just load up some of the skills that was mentioned on the box, including Savan and a couple of others. What were there on the others, by the way? Yeah, so you had Prime Music, you had NDTV, so you had sound. So just to get things started and just to showcase the users how this works, I would be syncing up my sound account and NDTV as well, and then show how you could use this in your setting. So, and the more important question, that I wanted to cover was, of course, my colleagues asking me, what use would this be? I mean, how is this going to be useful? It looks like just a speaker, it's a smart speaker, but it's a lot more than that. Try to understand something as far as, the devices go, the smart devices go. The most important thing about them is the software. And Amazon has done a really good job of what they've done with the APIs for. So APIs are basically tools by which a third party can develop skill set or app for a particular device. And Amazon has really done a great job of getting new developers on board and having new skills added, which look pretty basic but are pretty useful. Now, how is it useful? See, the only reason why an Amazon Echo device or any smart speaker like the Harman Kardon Invoke or the Google Home or even the Apple's new HomePod exists is purely because of one word, which is convenience. And here's the best example that I can come up with. If I were to ask you to set up an alarm clock using your desktop or even your mobile phone, which would you prefer? Would you go with the desktop to set up your alarm clock, or would you go with your phone? Obviously, it's going to be a phone. Why? Because it's a lot more convenient, and that's exactly the reason why you're going to go with an Amazon Echo now. So if I give you an option between unlocking your phone, going into your clock app, and then looking up the time that you want to set up your clock in, then that's going to take time. I mean, it's not like you don't have that much time, you're not like super busy, but it's just convenient to just tell Amazon Echo, instead of doing all that app and unlocking your phone and kind of going up the app and then setting a time and then switching it on. Instead, you just tell Amazon Echo, hey, set an alarm clock for 5 p.m. and that's about it. See, that's what convenience is all about, and that's the reason why it's been selling like hotcakes everywhere. Now I'll get into a bit more in depth about the skills that you could do, as I said, as a basic, just to educate people about the uses of how this could be convenient. I'll be showcasing just Sound and NDTV app once I set this up. So I'm just gonna stop the recording now.